have this sped up, I think like to 1.75 because when she uploaded this, I was watching FFG, so I've already kind of know the gist of the bullshit that's going to be in this, so I sped it up because doing this a second time, okay.
It's over with that person. It's done. And hi guys.
You know what's so stupid is she can't even clickbait properly. Like, everybody knew it was clickbait. Do it better next time, Chantal.
So this is a talking video, and there's not going to be any editing because I'm lazy, which means you're gonna have to put up with the nose scratches and stuff. Sorry. So
nose scratches. That seems familiar. Back in the cocaina days, the nose scratches.
I thought I would just do a talking video. I'm not eating in this video because I'm talking a lot and because
Really?
I'm full from supper still. So I just wanted to kind of, I guess, answer in an official video some of your like questions about why I'm choosing to do mukbangs, yada yada yada. And I don't want to address this during mukbangs. I just want mukbangs to be enjoying food and having fun and just lighthearted.
And I agree. This is sort of, I guess you could say a cock block, if you will, before Mr. Snowflake drops the video. I think that's what she's trying to do, to personify this new image, one of many that she's trying to play us with right now.
Content where I don't have to give anything of myself, like share anything that, you know, I've changed a lot. I know people refuse to believe that and are looking for all kinds of evidence and, you know, just...
You actually haven't changed a lot. You were just raging a few days ago. You still actually, I don't know, I haven't looked, have a rage post with FFG's photo on it. You were talking about Kalari, who else? I don't even know who else you were talking about, talking trash. That was just a few days ago. So you haven't changed. Maybe on the outside you have the costume on, but on the inside to the core of you is still dark and twisted.
Trying to counter that. But I have changed a lot mindset wise with certain things.
Lies.
Some things remain the same, some things I'm still working on, but in the you know, I think it's safe to say after about almost 2 years of...
And how are you working on this? Using Google? Because you're obviously not seeking professional help.
Being different than what you're used to, a different foodie beauty, that this is going towards a newer lifestyle. And life changes are not just one day you're different completely, okay? It's gradual and it's painful and it's hard.
Wait a minute, but oh, look at that. Wait. Ooh. I needed to take a screenshot of that. Lifestyle changes. You literally went from normal crazy Canadian woman to a Muslim in like one shopping trip, Chantal. So what are you talking about?
Adapting to a new lifestyle, and I've had to grieve a lot of things from my old lifestyle, sure, of course, but it doesn't mean that it's what was best for me. And that's choices that I have the freedom to make in life, and nobody truly knows completely my life, my circumstances, my everything except for me, my feelings, okay, what's in my heart and in my mind. So and I want to protect those things from now on. So what I did say in my post about not wanting to share intimate details of my life, you know, that's so different for you guys. And I know
that's not the issue, Chantal. And another thing I'd like to bring up is she keeps saying she's grieving her past or whatever. Normally, from just my life being raised, you know, around heroin addicts, alcoholics, you know, that are in my family, and friends, whatnot. That's something that somebody that gets clean and moves on from a crazy lifestyle, I've never heard that said before by any addict that's in recovery, that they're grieving that lifestyle. If anything, they want to forget that lifestyle. They don't grieve it. So I just find it odd. Are you actually grieving the lifestyle, or are you actually grieving Nader? Because that's what it seems like.
And I don't know what else other term to use, but a lot of you are grieving the old foodie beauty. A lot of you miss that person because you keep going over my past and over things that affected me. And even though a lot of them don't affect me anymore, people still go over them as if it's not even affecting me. And these things,
people are not grieving anything. Like, what are you talking about? What people keep bringing up is how you were back then, and how you were back then is your true self. Right now, what you're doing is not you. Every once in a while, your true self comes out in the rages. And that's why people get excited for the rages, because that's the real you. All this cosplay that you're doing right now is fake and people can see it.
It's happened to me. It's just weird for me that people keep going over a past me that's not there anymore and won't come back. I think people expect in a few months that I'm going to go back to Canada, that I'm going to go back to that old way. I'm going to rip off the hijab, and it's just
And not only that, you were just in Thailand getting baked, greened out, whatever. And back in Canada not too long ago, getting baked, greened out, whatever. Even taking us to trips to that famous the outhouse where your dealer shows up at. So what are you talking about? You're still the same person.
going to be let's get a wheelchair kind of thing. Now, I've been to Canada 2 or 3 times back and forth because
Getting
I've been,
baked.
like I said, these changes of lifestyle. It's so drastic, and it's it's taken me time through this tug of war to feel like, okay, do I want to go back to that lifestyle? So I thought, going back to Canada, I missed certain things, but then it never happened. I never took the hijab off. I never reverted back to my old lifestyle, totally, but I
The only reason why you are wearing a hijab, or even if you put on a burqa, Chantal, is because you are embarrassed of your physical appearance. You have stated that yourself. So, yeah, what are you talking about? You're lying to an audience that knows the truth about you. It makes no sense to anybody because all of this is documented by you. So, make this make sense?
I end up coming back here, and there's a lot of reasons, and I don't feel like I need to justify that to anybody, and I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to explain.
Because you think you got Salah and you actually don't, and you're trying to put him on lockdown, and everybody knows that in the end, you are going to be the one that's going to get burned. You're just too stupid to see it.
Why I prefer to be here. I mean, I think I have many times. I don't think that people listen. So it's like, for me, if I'm going to just be talking to a brick wall, I'm not going to bother. There's just so many people online that are so determined to misunderstand what I say and take a different meaning of it. And I just, you know what, I'm just going to let people do that. And I'm just going to keep quiet and know what my life is like. You know what I mean? So,
What is your life like? You don't go anywhere. You stay in that office apartment building. Obviously, you're by yourself. Salah is missing. And I'm curious to know, in that last haul that you did, you had a lot of, like, let's just say, Jeffrey Dahmer items, bags, cleaning products, things like that. Where's Salah? We need a proof of life. Otherwise, I'm thinking he's in a bag dissolving in the bathtub.
there's things I grieve, obviously, about my old life, but again, it doesn't mean that it's what's best for me. And I'm still working on issues. Sure, I have a lot to work on, but that's not going to matter geographically for me. Like, wherever I go, there I am. That's true. And, it's just, I'm not going to be that person anymore. It's over. It's over with that person. It's done.
You
And
still are that person.
I'm not going to be going back to that. So I know a lot of people think this newer version of me is boring. It's not what you're used to. My audience was mostly
No, it's not that it's boring. It's that it's fake. Like, I would be fully in, and I think everybody else is, if you actually were committed to the lifestyle of an Islamic woman, but you're not. So that's why nobody's buying this.
people who are, there to watch me be completely silly, totally TMI, things that I would never want to talk about openly now, and things I would never in a million years do. And in a way, I'm grieving.
At 40, you learn this.
I'm having trouble, like, accepting that I've exposed so much of myself in a way. I'm trying to just realize that that's the past, and it's done, and there's nothing I can do.
But I think you're using the term grieving wrong. You're embarrassed. You're embarrassed and regretting. If that, I don't even know if that's true. I think it's BS, because you don't care. You're like one of those people that can give a shit about what people think. You're embarrassed and you're regretting if that's the case. I don't think, are you grieving it? So what are you missing those times of showing your bush and your udders on live cam? Like, come on.
About it, right? But there's a lot I wish I didn't share with people, or that I didn't do. So, but there's a lot of things I don't regret either. So anyway, all this backstory to basically just say that, I meant what I said in my post. I know I'm not the queen of consistency, and you guys expect me to change my mind and still expect me to go back and live in Canada and be different. But after a year and a half or more, almost 2 years, I think it's safe to say that a lot of chapters from that era are just done. It's over with. It's gone. I don't have the want to go back to a lot of that. That a lot of things.
I, my opinion, I think she's actually hiding out in Canada. I mean, not in Canada. Excuse me, hiding out in Kuwait. Number one, to evade the taxes that she owes, and number two, I honestly believe she's running away from that trial that's going on with this specific individual. And I think she was going to be called as a witness, and she doesn't want to testify. I mean, I understand that they could do it by Skype, but I don't know what the situation is in Kuwait. If that's possible to do it there, I don't know if they have that, if it's possible with their infrastructure. I don't know. But that's what I have a feeling this, why she's in Kuwait. Not because of love.
I'm glad are done, and I want to evolve in life, and I want to see where things are going to go. I want to stick to my goals. I want to.
And not only that, I think, remember the Turkish guy or the married guy that she was seeing, allegedly? I think this is some type of business arrangement with his nephew. And I think I don't know who said this. This was said by another channel. I can't remember who. That it's some business arrangement because Salah already has, I think, a cousin or something that's living in Canada. And I think the arrangement was to have Chantal go over there, pretend like she's gonna marry him, a fake marriage, whatever, blah 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 blah, to get him into the country. It's a business arrangement, and she's probably gonna get paid for it. That could be a possibility.
I want to travel so bad. Like, it's a yearning inside me that you don't understand. Um, I think it's because, coming here and being here, living in a different culture, I want to experience a lot of cultures. I want to experience
Please.
all that life has to offer. So, but
You've been in Kuwait almost 2 years. You haven't shown a single cultural aspect of that country at all. Nothing. We've seen all the American restaurants, like all that kind of crap. No cultural experiences, and I'm sure there, are plenty of cultural experiences besides museums. I'm talking about, with the people. Haven't seen none of that. Didn't see that in Thailand either.
um, I'm also, so basically for the mukbangs, I guess it kind of reminds me of a time when my channel was more simple. Like, I had fun doing mukbangs, in a lot of ways. I had fun telling you guys stories and stuff too. But even with an eating disorder, as a human being, you know, we have to eat food. And I find whenever I go on diets, whenever I restrict food groups, whenever, I start to have negative feelings about food, and it causes guilt, and it just perpetuates the binge eating cycle. And with the mukbangs lately, I feel like I get to kind of have more of a routine. I wake up, I take my meds, I have the healthy drink, I eat whatever the heck I want from my mukbang, I eat whatever I want.
Here's my opinion about her eating disorder, if that's what she's trying to claim now. Just by watching her, from my own experience with in my community post, I don't know if many of you saw it, that I was a sufferer of bulimia for many years. And just from my opinion, it seems like a control issue for her as far as her eating disorder, because so much of her life is spiraling out of control. The one thing that she can control is the food. And that's why she has like that addiction to it. And it gives her comfort to control that. That's just my opinion, what I think about it.
And that satisfies a craving in me, as a food addict in a way. And then I, can negotiate with myself, okay, I'm going to have this healthy later, blah, blah, blah. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, you're fooling yourself. It's a slippery slope, yada, yada, yada. But over restricting doesn't work either for me. You know what I mean? And in a way, it's worse. So, but these are what I'm doing right now. I don't want to do anymore on my channel. I don't want to justify, as a larger person with health problems, I don't want to justify to people, strangers, why I'm eating what I'm eating,
Even if you were a skinnier person, Chantal, and you were eating like that, people would question it. So it doesn't matter the size of an individual. An eating disorder in any kind of aspect is not good. So people are going to say something.
Especially to a community of people who are also overweight, obese, and don't ever show themselves, but have a lot
And I'm not obese, I'm not overweight, and I've already shown pictures of myself. I don't do lives because that's just I don't feel like doing it right now. There's too many people that do live streams right now about this. I think when the time is right for me, I will do a live stream. But just there's no need to do it. Why? Show myself for what? I've posted pictures of myself. It's so childish for you, Chantal, to always say cam up, cam up, cam up. What's that going to prove? Even if I was bigger than you, Chantal, what does that prove? If anything, if I'm bigger than you, I have more of a legitimate opinion about fat on fat crime, I guess you could say, in opinions of you.
To say about what I'm eating, about my weight, yada yada. It's a huge community of people who do that, and I don't want to justify my choices. Just because I'm a fat person online eating something that's not a salad, I don't want to do it. What I do off camera with my life is totally up to me. It's my choice.
And let me just say this, because there's other people that share my opinion. People do not like you because you are a large woman. People do not like you because you have a horrible personality, Chantal. You have one of the worst personalities I've ever seen in a 40-year-old woman. I've watched Hungry Fat Chick. I like her. She has a sweet personality. That other one, Glitter and Lasers, I watch her. She has fabulous fashion sense for a woman of her size. So it's not about the size, Chantal. It's just your crap personality.
You don't have to watch it. Eating videos are not for everybody at all. And so that's fine as well. There is an audience for it, obviously. And no, not just feeders, because do you know how many mukbang?
Yeah, and I did find a feeder forum, and I've been reading like some of the stories and things on there. I can't even believe what I'm reading. Yeah, it's quite disturbing.
Channels there are, and if you go through those people's comments, there's not one sexual comment about feederism or whatever dumb people are saying about it. Just because it's a bigger person eating, it has to be a feeder. No, it's not.
No, it's the and all that. That's what makes it sexual, Chantal. Stop playing us like we're stupid. We know exactly what you're doing.
Right? People watch mukbangs for different reasons. It just makes you hungry. It's pleasurable to see the good food.
And there's another mukbanger that I watch. I watch a lot of different mukbang channels, but the ones that are like not sexual, the ones that they eat like the candy and things like that. There's a lot of creative mukbangers out there. So what are you talking about, Chantal? Yours is not creative. It's geared towards the feeder community.
Especially if you can't eat it, or if you are eating, it's like a social thing, Like, I don't have to explain mukbangs. People know what they are. I've talked about this many times. But that's why I'm doing them.
Yeah, and what you're doing is not what the mukbang, how it started in South Korea. I think it South Korea or Japan? I can't even remember where it started. That's not what it was. It was for people that were alone and they wanted somebody to eat with. So they would do like a live stream of them eating and they would interact like a normal meal, not these giant sized portions. Somehow along the way, it got twisted into this gluttonous catastrophe.
For me, it's content that's fun. There's no drama. I think drama is worse for my health than a cheeseburger at this point. Honestly, you underestimate
Wow.
how much that can
That
affect
says
your
a lot.
health. People really don't realize that, and I don't want to have a dark energy online with that kind of drama.
I would rather have drama in my life versus eating a cheeseburger that's going to end my life. So that shows how clearly mentally deranged you truly are, Chantal.
And hatred and disliking and just like total negative vibes. Like, I just don't want it in my life. Okay, so
You are the negative
mukbangs,
vibe.
I built my channel on mukbangs at first, anyways, and I always ate to some degree on camera, and
Your channel started with those god awful voiceover smule things that are still up, I think, thinking you can sing. You cannot sing, Chantal. Let me just tell you, as somebody who's around, people in the music industry and stuff like that, no. And you started with makeup as well. It's just, I think you posted the first mukbang that you did, you saw the views and stuff that you got from that, and that's like you went with that. And people enjoyed your mukbangs because you used to tell those crazy, crazy stories that probably weren't yours. The majority of them are from Degrassi. So yeah, that's why people watched them.
I enjoy doing them. So that's that. Um, that's why I want to do it. It's a type of content that, excuse me, doesn't involve
Did
me
you just
sharing
fart?
my life because I don't want to do that anymore. I want complete privacy. At first, when I was doing mukbangs in the past, I loved being an open book. I loved sharing everything. And now my feelings have changed about that.
Okay, but then right there, then you can't get mad at us because you shared so much of your life that we truly know who you are. Um, don't think because you put on a hijab, all that's like gone. You're still that person, Chantal. Shall I say a wolf in sheep's clothing?
So where was I? Oh yeah, mukbangs. So that's why I do them. That's what I want to do. I want to do food content. Um, of course, when I travel, I'm gonna do travel vlogs like regarding the food in the different countries. And on our couples channel, we're gonna do travel vlogs. And what else? Go out sometimes around here, show you different food places and stuff like that. And in between.
I'm curious. I wonder what countries have barred the Syrian passport. Is the United States, Canada? I know that they don't allow it. I wonder. I wonder if there's only a specific amount of countries where they're allowed to enter.
Not just mukbangs at home. Like, that's basically just what I want to do right now. I don't want to come on here and explain why I'm eating a cheeseburger. I don't want to come on here and explain my weight loss or gain or whatever the heck. And be like, I gained half a kilo this week, guys. No, I don't want it. And I don't want to, also go balls to the wall and super strict on a diet. And
Diets don't work. Diets don't work. Just remember that, everybody. Diets don't work. You have to change the way you eat. You have to rewire your brain. Specifically, Chantal, because her brain is wired in such a way because of the addiction to food. That's why she needs professional help. She's not going to be able to do this on her own. Yeah, it's sad. I guess she's just given up and she just wants to, be a competitor in the diabetes Olympics. She wants to win that gold medal. So here you go.
no, I don't want to do it. And just, I don't enjoy doing that content whatsoever. I don't enjoy it. So, yeah, judge me all you want for that. But for me, there's just no way. There's just no way, no way, no way. I don't enjoy it. It depresses me even more. It makes me feel like losing weight and getting healthy is like.
And another thought that I had is like I don't know if anybody outside of the United States are familiar with this term. There's a term that's considered, I guess you could say, racist that a lot of people have used for people coming, illegally over the border. They use the term anchor baby. And what it means is like a woman would be pregnant and she purposely would come to the United States to have the baby so that the baby would be a citizen here in the United States. I refer to Chantal as an anchor human because to me, it seems like she is purposely making herself immobile because she knows with the strictness of the Kuwaiti laws as far as health and stuff, who's allowed to stay in the country. If she makes herself immobile, it would be impossible, I guess, for the government to get her out of the country. I don't know. That's just a thought.
A punishment. It feels like a punishment when I do that. So, yeah. I mean, look at it this way. I want to just go back to learn how to be like a normal person. Like look at someone like Salah. They don't have to count calories. They don't have to worry about, they just listen to their normal hunger cues, I guess. I don't know. But I know for someone like me it's different. I have to reset and get there, whatever. But anyway, I don't even know why I'm going down that road. But it makes it feel like a chore, a punishment. I don't want to do that. So that's just, I've changed my mind. Yeah, I just don't want to do it. So, I don't care if you judge me for that. It's for my life choices, whatever. It is what it is. That's just how I'm happier, just not doing that, not dieting or whatever. So,
So you just want to unalive yourself on YouTube, or you just want to make yourself immobile so that it's impossible for you to be removed from Kuwait. That's what it seems like to me. It's, remember, I don't know if anybody remembers, she did this with BB as well as Nader when she first had the one night stand with them. She admitted to like slowly leaving items at their house so that she can kind of slowly move on in so they couldn't get rid of her. That's kind of like, it seems like she's doing that, but physically with her immobility, she's doing that this time in Kuwait, not with items.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And that's
She's
all I
like
guess
the
I have to
one
say about
night
it.
stand that won't go away.
So, I don't think that I'll ever want to go back to opening up about my life because I don't enjoy it anymore. Like something has shifted inside me where I don't want to go back to Canada, rip off the hijab like people think I'm going to do. People still.
You know what you don't like? You don't like the accountability. That's what you don't like. You don't want to be accountable for any of your actions. So that's why you have that specific feeling about it.
Think they're giving me time. In like a few months, she's going to be back in Canada, back to wheelchairs, back to shaving her head, back to being a mess. It's not going to happen. It's not. That's over. That time is over. That like it's just done. It's completely done. And I've been back and forth to Canada enough times now to know that that's not what I want. And I don't want to sit here justifying why. But that's just I'm a different person now. I'm a different foodie beauty.
No, you're not.
If you don't enjoy this new me, then you know what to do. Like I'm not going to be changing for anybody. Like this is my life. This is who I am.
Yeah, you will. I bet I would put money down on it right now if Nader posted a video and was like, I love you, Chantal. You're my one and only true love. Please come back to me. I'm waiting for you. She would tear that hijab off in a minute and be on the next flight.
Now, take me or leave me. That's up to you. But I'm not my past either. I'm not. The past doesn't affect me anymore. Why it's still people are still obsessed with it, I don't know. But you have to get over it and accept that's gone.
You know what's really weird? That jaundice is setting in nicely, Chantal, around your mouth, or either that stains from the curry. I don't know.
Because it was my life. I lived it, and if I'm over it, it's weird that other people are still not. Like from years ago. So yeah,
That was like a few days ago. Shut up.
So that's it. Mukbangs are valuable entertainment for people who enjoy them. There's a lot. I enjoy. I didn't really use.
They're valuable entertainment for those flicking their beans and slapping their meat to the noises that you make. Yum. Yeah, that's valuable entertainment.
Love them, but I always did watch them. But now I start to love them because it's just like, it's just drama free, and I don't know. I just like drama
What
free
a
content.
sad,
Honestly.
pathetic life.
But I don't like doing certain things. Like for me, I love
Taking
food.
a
Like
bath.
despite even this is a huge important point. Despite being a food addict, despite having, I think to a degree we're all addicted to some kind of food, especially if you like junk food
I'm
and you eat
not.
it every day. Try stopping it cold turkey. It's hard. But with the binge eating and all that, I actually haven't been binge eating. So something is working, okay?
How can you do mukbangs as somebody just admitting that you have an eating disorder, food addiction, whatever, and then said you haven't had a binge? Make that make sense.
So I don't know if it's that, I know that I get to eat something I'm craving. I don't have that stress of thinking of restricting, like, oh no, I can't eat this ever again kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but
She's basically saying, okay, let's just say me, for instance. Crack cocaine. I like to smoke crack. I'm just gonna, I have that craving for it. I'm just gonna go out there and smoke it. That's basically what she's saying.
yeah, I still need to eat. And even though I have binge eating disorder, I also love food and I'm very interested in the cultural side of food. I'm also
No,
interested
you're
in
not.
like learning about different food.
How are you interested in the cultural side of food when you just scarf down some Wendy's? I don't know about anybody else, but I don't think Wendy's is like a cultural food item.
Trying different food, and I love the pleasure that food brings, like good food, I love food. I'm a foodie in that I'm passionate about food. I love
No, you're
food,
not.
People always say, well, how did you
People that are passionate about food know how to cook food, a majority of them. How are you passionate about food? You can't even buy proper ingredients to cook for yourself. So how are you passionate about food? You just ate Wendy's. That's not somebody that's passionate about food. Get out.
Know to just cook things because I love food. And so if you love something, I'm not like I don't even measure my spices or anything. So I'm not like a cook or a chef. I don't claim to be. But I can make myself something good if I want to, something tasty. And I love food.
Meatloaf.
I am a foodie and a beauty. I know that makes people mad.
It makes people mad because you you said that you're prettier than 99% of us, which yeah. Okay, Chantal, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
So I just really love food. And so a big part of me wants to just get more into food. And hoping that somehow that will also mend my bad relationship with food. So
That's not
we will
going to
see,
work. That's
but
not how
I'm
that's
done
done.
justifying myself and my opening up about my health. And I know it's totally my fault, but do you know how annoying it is to have so many people comment carb hate? Just, I don't know, just like some of the comments are so annoying and I don't know.
Because you're diabetic. Carbs are not your friend. So there's a lot of people that watch that are diabetic or have somebody in their family that's diabetic. That's the reason why that's being said. It's not that there's like this whole like war going on like about carbs, Chantal.
I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I'm totally done with that. I know I say that all the time, but trust me, this is gonna stick. You're not gonna see another diet video from me anymore.
We will.
Like there's not gonna be any diet videos.
Because I agree, there's gonna like she has the cycle. So I agree that there's probably gonna be some type of health crisis or whatever, and then the diet cycle will begin again.
Yeah. Or my health, whatever. That's my personal business. I don't know why I ever decided to share some things like my blood sugar and stuff. So stupid, honestly.
That was an
So,
accident.
but that's it for me. I don't want to talk about it anymore, any of those personal things. And this is just like a formal video, I guess, cementing that for you guys and answering kind of why I wanted to go back to mukbangs. Because people forget that I built my channel on mukbangs. I did start doing, weight loss content after
You built your channel on being a hot ass mess. That's how you built your channel.
that and all that stuff. It's a very eclectic channel, so it has different audiences.
Eclectic.
When I start doing
Get
weight
out.
loss stuff, the weight loss audience comes out and says yay, and the mukbang people say boo. And then it's like vice versa every time I change my mind. But I want to be consistent, and I think that I just want to just do that.
The way she has mood swings, I wouldn't be surprised if she's bipolar, because just the manicness and the mood swings that she has, it's so weird.
Content for now. Well, yeah, that's going to be my content. A food channel. So, that's about it. And so yeah, if you don't like watching people eat, you don't like eating noises, I have no idea why you would watch my videos, my mukbang videos, but that's how
We watch your videos because it's like our stories now. We've been invested in this for way too long, and we want to see how the series ends, Chantal.
gonna be. So anyways, guys, thanks for listening to me again. I know a lot of people miss the old Foodie Beauty, excuse me, but that's gone.
I miss the old Kanye, not you.
It's just gone. I'm 40 now. Like, I'm not gonna be doing any of the things that I used to do. It's just feel different about things now. I don't have that same energy either. I don't know.
That's called diabetes.
This is why I don't edit. I would have to listen to myself say all this over again. No thanks. I even bore myself sometimes. So it doesn't bug me that people think my content's boring. It doesn't. Some
Yes,
people,
it does.
some people don't. Some people do. Whatever. All right. So I guess that's it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Well, that was some crap. She's full of crap. She's just, like I said, cock blocking because she knows that Mr. Snowflake's video is going to come out, and it's allegedly some PD files on there. So, yeah, I think she's worried about that. And this is just another cycle of Chantal. So we'll see what the week brings. I'm sure we will probably get a rage in this week. And oh, Chantal, can you give some proof of life of Salah? Because yeah, we're wondering where he is. Thanks. That's it for me, guys. So I'll see you when I see you. Bye.